The Maryland House of Delegates are continuing to pass emergency immigration bills aimed at limiting what federal agents can do in the state.
Republicans have voiced major concerns, saying the bills are unconstitutional and would inhibit ICE from doing their job. Our Jonathan Hunter has a breakdown on what's taking place in Annapolis.
With Democrats being in the majority in Maryland, they've been able to pass emergency legislation targeting the federal government's immigration enforcement policies, despite a lot of pushback from Republicans and even law enforcement officials. On Thursday, after hours of debate, House Bill 351, House Bill 1017, and House Bill 1018 passed, with lawmakers voting largely by party line. House Bill 351 allows people to sue federal agents if they believe their constitutional rights were violated. It would authorize officials the ability to gather information on the federal agents.
We're capturing all this data from people that did nothing wrong, and then you look and say, well, what are we going to do with that data? Well, I don't see any provision in the bill to delete that data.
It is a very fair process that we are setting up here to ensure that our residents can have some measure of recourse to know who to sue, just to know who to sue.
House Bill 1017 prohibits the approval of privately run immigration detention centers that are not zoned for that use. The measure passed 98 to 36. And last, House Bill 1018 sets minimum standards for jails, prisons, and detention centers. Before the vote, there was debate among Republicans and Democrats. Some Republicans argue Maryland lawmakers don't have control over a federal facility, while Democrats argue they are simply trying to ensure basic standards are being met if people are being detained.
Is that you do not want ICE to operate in the state of Maryland to the greatest extent possible. And as I've said on many times, I'm very, very sorry, you cannot do that. Don't have the power, don't have the control.
So the state absolutely has an interest in ensuring that basic standards are being met. We don't want sewage seeping into the ground there if they don't have adequate sewer or septic to again handle 1,500 people.
Now that the bills passed in the House, they will head to the Senate. Back to you at the desk.
All right, thank you, Jonathan. This is just the latest effort by Democrats to limit what ICE operations can do in the state.
Earlier this month, Governor Moore signed a law banning law enforcement agencies from entering in or renewing 287G agreements.